Hello, I am Bookface, and today we're talking about something really weird. Like, it's no weirder than a lot of the other mythologies and stuff we talk about, but it's just kind of bizarre. We're talking about lumberjack folklore, or as I like to call it, redneck mythology. Cue the banjo music. So lumberjack folklore is a bit weird because it's not really organized enough to be a mythology, but at the same time, it's more organized than just a bunch of urban legends. Lumberjack folklore gum, gum, mostly comes from the American Midwest. These creatures and their legends, of course, mostly came up around the time of lumberjacks. Because, when you work out in the woods a lot, you're bound to think of some weird stuff. And maybe even see some weird stuff. We don't know. Now, on to the myths. Our first creature is one called the Hide-Behind. A nocturnal creature. It's believed that the Hide-Behind would wait until somebody goes into the woods and then start following them. And this is where its name starts to come in. Because whenever somebody would turn around because they feel like something's watching them, it would disappear. Now, it didn't exactly disappear, but rather it had the weird but slightly impressive ability to shrink itself down and hide behind even incredibly thin trees. Just get to the width of a twig. Twigs. Now, the appearance of the hide behind is... I don't know what it is. So because the hide behind is purely known for not being seen, there isn't really a solid description. Most people still believe it's a large humanoid creature. I guess up to your interpretation. Could be Pennywise from It. You never know. So, the hide behind would creep around in the woods after somebody. It's weird, it's uncomfortable, but it's actually dangerous. Oh, yeah. So, it wouldn't just follow somebody like a creeper. Instead, it would. But whenever it would. Let me try to say! Instead, once it saw the opportunity, don't know what that opportunity is, it would catch its prey and drag it back to its cave and eat its intestines. Pleasant. Now, I don't know why it would eat the intestines, of all things. So how do you fight off the incredibly creatively named Hide Behind, the creature that hides behind things? Well, it's a bit more creative than the name. What do you do to stop it? You drink. Not even joking. What you do to stop a hide behind is carry alcohol on you. It was believed that alcohol would repel a hide behind. It would make them stay away from you. And some also believe that alcohol, if it's thrown on a hide behind, would make its skin burn like acid. That's definitely not just a plan for lumberjacks to bring alcohol with them everywhere. Good excuse, guys. But I'm on to you. What caused the hide behind to be created? Most people believe that the hide why can't I talk? Most people believe that the hide behind was created as a way to explain weird sounds in the woods. Just hide behind. It was also probably used to explain just random disappearances. Like when one of your lumberjack buddies just brings a ton of bourbon whiskey with them and just chugs it in the woods and dies of alcohol poisoning. Nope, it was the hide behind. Hide behind must have got him. Next, we have a creature called the Hodag, which is probably the most southern-sounding creature I could ever say. The Hodag is a creature from Wisconsin, more specifically the town of Rhinelander in North Wisconsin. There was actually a sighting of the creature in 1893, where the person described it as having the head of a frog, a grinning face, short, stubby little legs, big old claws, a dinosaur's back, and a tail with spears on it. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad drug trip. In this account, the person who sighted the creature also hunted it and said that the only way to kill it was using dynamite. That's pretty extreme. It was also said that it started attacking people because its usual food source ran out. Pure white bulldogs. What you got against bulldogs, Wisconsin? But the more notable encounter occurred in 1896, where the same person who hunted the previous hodag hunted another one, except instead of killing it with dynamite, he captured it alive by getting two bear wrestlers and putting chloroform on the end of a stick and shoving it into a cave. And that's how he caught a hodag. He put the hodag up on display in this kind of circusy thing, and most people would get so freaked out they'd just run away. It's actually caught the attention of the Smithsonian, and they were going to send some scientists out to examine the hodag. That's when the guy who had it realized, crap! And he said, haha, funny thing, it's a fake. Apparently it was just this big elaborate puppet, just controlled by strings. I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised that this was the subject of hoaxes. But despite this weirdness of the hodag, it has sort of become a symbol of Rhineland, Wisconsin. Much like the Mothman has become a sort of mysterious symbol in West Virginia. It even has its own really huge statue. The last creature is called a Splintercat. Now it's described as a fearsome critter, because I forgot to mention that's what creatures in Lumberjacc folklore are called. Fearsome critters. As if this wasn't southern enough. It's described as something like a bobcat that's always in a bad mood. It gets the name Splintercat because at night it goes around and slams its head into trees to break the branches. It does this as a hunting tactic because it eats the bees and raccoons that are hiding in the trees. Because the Splintercat is actually known for always being in a bad mood, it's been said that it's a very bad idea to approach one. Screw you, I'm gonna pet that cat. I don't care if it's angry, I will pet the cat. And there is actually supposed to be a reason that it's always angry. So, the reason that the Splintercat is always angry is because it has a headache from ramming its head into trees all night. Interestingly enough, there's actually a creek in Oregon called Splintercat Creek. So yeah, there are 3 fearsome critters from Lumberjacc mythology. Wait, no. From Lumberjacc folklore. If you liked this video and want to see more Lumberjacc folklore, give this video a like, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.